This is the October Tackle Club Freshwater Bass and Yellas box, so let's see what we have. Starting with the surface presentation, one of my favourite surface lures to fish with is the classical popping frog. Here we've got one from Z-Man, the Leap Frog's hollow body frog, and a 2 1/4 inch. So obviously with the weedless hooks there, the strike rate can be hard, it really can. But with something like this being weedless, it is phenomenal for, you know, skipping up into the thick, dense structure, working it over top of weed or lilies where other lures will just fail and get tangled up. But I've had some really, really hot fishing sessions and a lot of fun fishing a weedless frog. Obviously early morning, late afternoon is gonna be the most beneficial time when the bass and the yellows are starting to come up and they're looking for their food before they go back down to the depths. Good time to throw a weedless frog. Now obviously, if you need something else for your surface fishing fix, then we've included here the Demiki Silver Bell Clicker Buzz Bait. So the buzz bait, it does look very much like a spinner bait, but with the profile of the blade and the VY system, this thing gets held up in the water column pretty high, and your buzz bait blade is actually gonna like break apart the water on the surface, making a hell of a noise. Now the clicker one here, they've got this cool little thing attached just underneath the spinning blade. So as the blade spins, it's whacking this little ball bearing looking thing here going tick, 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 tick. It actually makes it tick along, giving a unique little sound. So something like this is also another great surface lure to fish maybe along the face of lily pads. Not gonna go ripping it straight through. It is fairly snag resistant, but if you're fishing really dense snags, I'm gonna opt probably for the frog. Now obviously these fish are then gonna start going down a bit deeper. So we've got a few different options here for you. Pontoon 21, the Gagagoon here. This is actually a sinking hard body. This one's just gonna slowly sink down in the water column. Perfect again for casting up into those snags. Let it slowly sink down into their face before twitching it out, and then going into a slow to medium roll is a great way to work with that one. You can also troll with it too if that's more your cup of tea. If you really need to get down deep and work slow because these fish may be shutting down, then good combination here for you. The Cross Eyes Power Finesse jig. So this is a swim jig, and we're gonna rig it up with the 6th Sense Stroker Crawl, 2 1/2 inch Stroker Crawl plastic. Put it straight on the hook from here, and you've got yourself a great little craw swim jig that you can just hop along the bottom, add heaps of pauses in, fish it slow. A lot of the time these bass sitting on the bottom will come along, have a look at it, have a look at it, have a look, so work it slow, allow the fish to have a look at it before finally making the decision to have a hit at it as well. Set your hook and you laugh it. And that's it for the Bass and Yellas box this month. If you want to check it out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au. Pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.